All right, we're here at this rod shop. It's exactly 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I was telling you guys about this and we had to delay it because of the rain. Well, now I'm deep into it. I just want you guys to take a look at this gutter. This is all one piece. All one piece. And I got to figure out a way of putting it back. Now the rot here was caused by this gutter. In fact, where the rot was in this corner of the gutter right here was the worst. It wasn't draining. How can you make something with this many angles physically drain into one hole, one exit point, okay? And there's your exit point. So it has to, all this has to travel downhill, right? Well, it wasn't. It was being trapped in two places. And you can just see on the inside of the gutter how it's clean here, see? So it was draining, but when it got to here, see all the mud? Look how heavy it is in this corner. It was collecting right there. Okay, that was one place. See, clear. Now it's starting to get gungy again. And not so bad. But guess what? It was collecting in that corner. So it had two spots that it was totally, the water was going nowhere. That's what caused all this crap. And this is what I pulled out of it. Okay? You can see it, man. It's rough. Rough book. So I got my little workstation here. Now, I've worked on this house a lot. I've done a lot of work to the interior of this garage. I hung up all the metal shelving. It was part of a big kit system with cables. I put all that together on the wall. I mounted everything over there, mounted all that stuff over there, and just did a bunch of other little things in here. Just ongoing projects, man. Well, I set up a kind of a neat little area here to work on this thing so I wouldn't have to move ladders around. So I have ladders in all the right places and also scaffolding in the corner. My basic workstation, man. Compressor. Now I've had the scaffolding over here because I've had it for a long time, but this is like the third, fourth time I've ever used it, is to straddle those bushes over there. See, this is where the problem ran into, is this big hedgerow of bushes. There's no way on God's earth you could have put a ladder here. See, couldn't have done it. So this is perfect for it. And you just have to assemble it right over the bushes. And this is already what's going on. I'm already going back with it. They had that corner over there all messed up. There was no support in that corner very much. It was off. And then I put another brace in there because they just didn't put it in there. So really, they had a bunch of nails stuck over in that corner and then all stuck to that one board right there. So really that whole span right there was just, it wasn't done very well. And I got this buttoned up too, okay? Let's get back out of here. Bushes, bushes, bushes. But you can see what I'm doing. Now, the way I handled this gutter, you see, there you go. I just literally clamped all those on the outer edge of the fascia, and then when the gutter was completely free, it just dropped right on top of those. Okay? And then I was able just to kind of manually move it out of there and kind of drop it to the ground and it worked. You know, that's all I can say, it worked. Because now putting this back up is where the real challenge comes back into play. I may take it apart, like right here or over there. I'm not sure, so I can handle it better. And then I can always use gutter glue and, you know, and a couple screws, because that's exactly how they built this thing, man. See, it's already separated right there. They just use screws to connect the gutter material, the two, and then they put their caulk in there. See, that's all they did. So if I separate it right here, which this is already, see, this is already separated. See, it'll come apart with no. I take one screw out, boom, this corner's off, and then I can always slide this thing back in when I got it up there, and I'll put this out of my way for the time being, and then all I have to do is install that, which would be still a pain in the butt, but I can at least manage this three sides versus having 5 sides to this whole mess. Okay. Now, remember when I was at the farm yesterday and I said I had a meeting with a homeowner about the concrete, the backside of the end of the driveway is falling or cracking or sinking and is being washed out. Well, first thing this morning, I got an approval on that. So I start that Thursday and Friday, whichever day, and it just keeps coming in, man. The work just keeps coming in. So, you know, if you guys are a handyman out there, or you're a handyman, you know, really the city that you live in has a lot to do with your success. Because Raleigh is just, again, an insane city. You know, this is a huge residential place. So when you start looking at all the different neighborhoods, and this is all high-end stuff, man. This is all high-end neighborhoods everywhere around here. And this is all golf course communities. I live right between 3 golf course communities, big ones. And these houses, you know, $500,000 to $1 million is pretty much standard around here. Pretty much standard. Okay, let me get back at it. The homeowner's on his way. He had to go do some shopping, running around, and I told him I'm already starting to put it back together. And he's like, cool, let's get her done. All right, so let's get her done. Talk to you boys and girls later. And a lady walking her dog. Well, she was walking right by the van. Sure enough, she stopped and took down all the information off the back of the van. There you go, another referral right off the old van. Stay tuned, stay blessed.